Over poop, I didn't. Hi, interwebs. Here to talk to you, interweb, about sports. Sports ball, whatever it's called, whatever you want to call it. And just explain how I feel about it. You can leave your expressions, because there's that thing called the comment section. So, express your disgust in me, or if you agree with me. There's a few people out there that might agree with me. You never know. Because, oh my gosh. Okay. Pull. There we go. Not push, pull. There it is. Okay, up first, I'm going to tell you my favorite teams. MLB. Texas Rangers. About to get rid of their pitcher, Yu Darvish. Not get rid of, but trade him. Because he's not as useful as he used to be. But we'll miss him. He allowed like 14 runs against the Marlins in the last 22-10, but good stuff. Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys. They had a good year last year. Dak Prescott. It's going to be huge. Okay. Yeah, that was a horrible Trump impersonation. But that's what Trump would say. Anyways. He's going to be big in that he's just a great quarterback. And then the Cowboys, they've been controversial all week because got rid of Lucky Whitehead when he was actually minor. It was a minor, like, shoplifting charge. I mean, it's still bad, but they released him over that, which was not the greatest thing because he was innocent and misidentified, yet they still have guys who have performance-enhanced drugs in their system and drugs, whatever you want. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, so that. They've kept those players that have been suspended and stuff. Yeah, Lucky is proven innocent. They released him, but still love the Cowboys. Yeah, number one. And if you couldn't tell by what's right there. Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, right there. Thanks, Longhorns. Tom Herman, what a guy. Great guy. Great coach. I mean, not going to go national championships first year. That's ridiculous. But 7-5 is what I'm expecting, honestly. 7-5, 6-6, around there. A&M fans probably have something different to say because, yeah, but, you know, we love them too. Yeah, we do. Because we don't care about them anymore. Then, for the NBA, Oklahoma City Thunder. Big fan because Kevin Durant went to Texas, and he was there for the first 9 years of his career, and he was great. He was incredible. Then he went to Golden State, he didn't know. I still love the guy. Still love him as a player. Still love him outside of basketball. He's a great guy, a great player. So glad he won his first championship. Just hate that was with the Warriors. People will hope that he comes back like LeBron did, but I can't see that. So that's just my honest opinion. But, you know, Oklahoma City's moved on. They got Paul George now. Hopefully they can convince him to stay. That'd be great. NASCAR. Chase Elliott, 24, Napa Chevrolet. Don't forget about Mountain Dew, Kelly Blue Book, Sun Energy One, Hooters. Can't forget about that one. But yeah, he's had a good year, 8th in points, good year. He's gonna win at some point. I'm telling you, he will win. I'm keeping this hat on. I'm not gonna throw it like I did with those other ones because I like having a hat. Because my hair is a mess right now. Like, look at it. You can't even see it. Okay, up first. Okay, where's my red pen? I don't care if it's red. I just want to, check. Hugh Freeze, former coach of Ole Miss, or Mississippi, or whatever you want to call them. We'll call them Ole Miss right now. Ole Miss. Yeah, I like that name. So, Ole Miss. He was fired. Not really. He resigned. Because he made some sketchy phone calls to a bad place. Good job, Hugh. Your football program was 5-7. Just get yourself fired. Good job. Good job, Hugh. Just writing him off right now. No, just kidding. William Taggart, head coach for University of Oregon Ducks. He has announced Something big. It's going to make every single sports fan, college football fan specifically, emotional. He is limiting the amount of uniforms that the Oregon Ducks wear. How dare he? I keep on hitting this table. It's done. I'm done. I'm not done. O.J. Simpson, he's getting out of jail. Good for him. 9 years in jail. He had 24 years to serve, 24 more years to serve. This many more years, if you didn't know the number. And so he got whatever it's called, parole. I don't know the specific term. He got lawyered, whatever. He got a lawyer. He got out of jail. He's getting out of jail in October or something. And so now he's free, or he's going to be free. And the USC head coach has expressed that we don't want you on the campus, we don't want you at the football games, blah, blah, blah. So that's that. That's O.J. Simpson. And then now to the NBA, National Basketball Association, commissioned by Adam Silver. What a guy. He looks like an alien. He really does. It's kind of creepy. Yeah. That was so random. I mean, that was so random. But Paul George, he was traded to Oklahoma City for Victor Oladipo. Domantas Sabonis was somewhat of a key bench reserve, and he was cheap. He was a rookie. So getting rid of him, that wasn't too bad of an option. He started the first half, and they traded for Doug McDermott, Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson started, then he left. So they traded for Paul George, Victor Oladipo as well, who was a starter, he scored about 16, 17 a game. Paul George, big replacement, overdoes what both of those combined do. And it's cheaper, because Victor Oladipo was a buttload of money, and Paul George isn't as much as him, then Sabonis. So you got some more cap space now, expanding. Rumors that Carmelo could get traded there, I don't see it. So, yeah. But anyways, on to what he could have been traded for. Cleveland, draft picks, J.R. Smith or Kevin Love. I don't know why they didn't say that. Crazy. What was the other one? Boston, that was it. Boston, 3 draft picks, Jay Crowder, and another Celtic starter most likely would have been Avery Bradley. Can we take a minute and think about it? No, I'm just kidding. But I can't believe they didn't take that. Indiana, that was all for just Paul George, both of these offers. And then Kyrie Irving. He does not want to be in the shadow of LeBron James anymore. King, whatever you want to call him. He's not the GOAT. He's second. He's a close second. Don't worry. That's just my opinion. I can make a whole different video about that. If the interwebs wants it, the interwebs speaks. Not me. He wants to guide his own team, I guess, but New York, San Antonio, Minnesota, Miami, those are all options. Miami, they don't really have much to offer considering they just contract extension for Dion Waiters. 2, San Antonio. I don't think I'd kick them out. They wouldn't want. I just feel like they won't want to give everything up. Maybe LaMarcus Aldridge because he wants to get traded too, but I feel like they would wait mid-season. 3, New York. They have Carmelo, but I feel like he's going to get traded to Houston because he's really pushing that trade. Him, Chris Paul, James Harden. Who would have the ball more? Don't know. That could be a train wreck. 4, Minnesota. That's probably the best option right now. Him, Jeff Teague. They could trade Jeff Teague, but they just signed him, so I feel like they wouldn't do that. Him, Jeff Teague, Jimmy Butler, Cat together, Karl Anthony Towns. That would be a pretty stacked lineup. And they'd probably trade Andrew Wiggins back to Cleveland. That's what I've heard, at least, in a 3-team trade with. I don't even know who the third team would be, but somehow Andrew Wiggins back to Cleveland, which would be interesting because he got drafted there, but was immediately traded. And Carmelo, yeah, I just explained it. My thoughts that he's getting traded to Houston. I'm gonna laugh so hard if. Okay, good. That wasn't about him. Yeah, Carmelo. I think he's gonna get traded to Houston. get all Houstoned up. I don't even know what that means, but that'll be interesting to see how that works out, considering who wants the ball more, who's going to be like, give me the ball with 10 seconds left, down by 1. So I think there'll be at least a 4 seed, maybe 3, but top 2 would be most likely be San Antonio, Golden State again. Then the battle for the 3 seed will be between Oklahoma City and Houston. Maybe Minnesota if they get Kyrie Irving, definitely they'll be in the running for that seed. But last huge news. Huge news. Can't believe it's happened. This is why Golden State is going to win another championship. Why? God, just why do they even... Why does the NBA even try when JaVale McGee, a 2-time MVP of Shaqtin' a Fool... I mean, he's a 2-time MVP of Shaqtin' a Fool. And he's going to win them another championship now because, you know, he re-signed a 1-year contract. So, NBA is screwed without JaVale McGee on their team. So, that's why that's going to happen. And then, last thing, Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series tomorrow, 2 o'clock, NBCSN. You should go watch it. So, thank you, Interwebs, for listening to me talk for 12 minutes. Sorry.